well, let's see. I think this is Cancer. We're on Cancer now, right? Yeah, well, this is for Cancer. Cancer, December 2018. Hi. Yes, this is a great time for Cancerians. This is Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus. Check out your other astrological signs, see where they are going to. But this is a huge month for Cancers, especially in facing challenges and redirecting their energies and seeing where they want to go. Look, for you, I was guided to use the Spirit Song Tarot from Paulina Cassidy. Now, if this resonates, that is awesome. Please let me know in the comments. You can reach out in personal message, find me on social platforms. It's all there. It's all going to be in the description. If it doesn't resonate, please feel free to ask for clarification. You can always put that in the comments too. You can always just simply let it fall away too, but don't be afraid to contact. I would love to give clarification if it doesn't quite click into place. There is challenge, and this is spiritual growth, and this is kicking you off into a new direction. It is finding out what makes you grow as a person. Now, you have 5 of Acorns upright, Page of Feathers in reverse, Knight of Crystals in reverse, and the 8 of Shells in reverse. Now, don't be worried about how they're in reverse. This is all things to be mindful of, because this is saying that, yeah, this is a hard time facing those challenges and seeing where you actually want to go and actually doing that inner exploration and seeing how creative ventures can actually be this huge peak of energy for you. This is a huge light for you. And it is really easy to want to slip into that hermit mode, be in that cave and just lay in bed and stare off into the distance. I get that. We've all been there, and that's not anything to be ashamed of, but that is something to be mindful of, because your happiness depends on what you do right now. For the extended period of time coming into play, you're going to have to actually put in a little bit more effort to get out of whatever funk you happen to be in. That's not fun. Again, you just want to lay in bed, have some ice cream, watch Lifetime for all intents and purposes. But you have got to push forth that effort and hear that roar. I know how cheesy that sounds, but it's true. This is a big time for that. You have got to get out of your head, get out of that box that you're in right now. I get that it's been a hard time and it's so tiring and it's so easy to sleep in. But my Cancerians, yeah, Danny, I love what you did. You are on the cusp, and he's a cusp Gemini in Cancer, so he actually posted these really funny, well, he didn't post them yet. I saw these really funny videos that he did in his explorations. That is a great way to look at what I mean as far as getting out of your own head and doing exploration, seeing where your strengths are and building on those. Again, Danny, link me to your page, because the videos that you posted were hilarious. It was out in nature and I loved it. Oh my God. So guys, break away from the mold. You've done all that internal work. You've done enough stewing. You'll feel so much better once you get out of your head. So I hope that that made sense. And again, it's not anything to be ashamed of. We've all been there. It's just something that you need to, as a Cancerian, pay more attention to this month. So we'll see where that goes. I'm not kidding, Danny. Okay, what archetypes are you working with that is a strong point for you this month, my Cancerians? This is Caroline Mize. And again, check out your Sun, Moon, Rise, your Venus, see where the other planets are. The more in depth you go in it, the more detail it becomes. It's actually really fun. All right, well, you're working with a few, it would seem. It's not fun, but you wanna know what? It gets easier. The more work you put into yourself, the more you invest in yourself, the easier these chapters get to get through, because you own all those skills, all those talents, all those tools, and you can utilize them in similar situations moving down the road. So take what you learn right now and take it as the best. I really promise you it's going to get better. And it's not even bad now, it's just it's a little something extra to pay attention to. Bully, again, don't get hung up on the names. Fool, don't get hung up on the names. Goddess, and Knight. All right, so this is talking about there is an assertiveness, and that is sometimes intimidating to others, and you don't mean it maliciously. It is how you put those firm boundaries in. So don't mistake firm boundaries and assertiveness for being a bully. You're not a bully. You're just not being taken advantage of and not allowing it for it to happen anymore. You are putting your emotions out there, and that vulnerability is a strong suit. You know, it is so scary when you are beginning to do it, and it doesn't lose scariness over time. You just learn how to deal with it. That is something that you're learning how to do. This is a nurturing force, finding the sensuality in life again, really thriving and wanting to be here, wanting to see your life expand, your road expand, and seeing you for the magnificent being that you are and the individual you are. Your individual tune is coming into play. So these are all things to be really open with. And loyalty, romance, chivalry, honor, a love of honor, being true to yourself and not masking it for another person's comfort, because your true story is not going to resonate with every person you come across. And you don't need to dull yourself down in order to make someone else comfortable. They can either step up or they can step aside, and that's where you are in life. It's something to be, well, happy about. Be happy that you got there. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of people pushing you down for you to say no more. So the shadow attribute is alliance to destructive ruler principles, romantic delusion, exploiting the female nature and form, using humor to wound others rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth, conceal deep fears behind verbal and physical abuse. Don't put on a front to break others down to build yourself up, and don't exploit others and pick on others. This really just stems down to don't take what you learned to make another person feel naive or less than what they deserve. Just because they're different doesn't mean they're less than deserving. Exploiting the female form, and that doesn't mean sexually. It doesn't have to mean sexually. It can mean the nurturing aspect, the yin, the compassion, because we have masculine and feminine in us. So don't take that feminine aspect of your individuality or in another person and use it to your advantage to break them down. That is the strongest thing I can tell you. So I cannot wait to see where this takes you for January. Again, look at your other astrological aspects and see what those mean in the reading. It is so much fun. It's so in-depth. And again, if something doesn't make sense, you can ask for clarification, reach out in personal message. Yes, absolutely, Danny. You are quite balanced. And I love that about you. You're just one of the funniest guys I know. And hey, half the Leprechaun Quartet's here, so love it. And I think Sean's actually chiming in too. Hi, Sean and Chelsea. So check your other readings through astrological aspects on this channel. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe. I'll see you next month. And until then, stay safe, have fun. And I'll see you guys soon, my Cancerians. Bye.